So I got with my buddy, and we created my own clothing website. So I started there. Uh, so I said, okay, if they're not gonna let me monetize, what do you do? I said, nigga, just build a platform. Just build it and just build it and just get the following and just try to figure out how to brand Charleston. So that's where you start seeing me come up with the real Charleston White. The real Charleston White. So I was trying to brand me, not knowing how to brand me. Uh, I heard Jay-Z say I'm a businessman. Not that he was a businessman, that he was a business. Mm-hmm. So just that notion and thought of I'm a business, man. I made Charleston a business. And so uh, I had to figure out a way to get me in some movies. Uh, okay, what's a vision, man? When they say you funny, okay, nigga, go be funny. Okay, they say you a snitch. Okay, create a snitch character. So I started giving the internet what they were saying I was. In the mindset of branding me, whether that's a snitch. I would go brand myself as a snitch. I would go create a snitch character. I would go pitch things to the police department for Crime Stoppers. So I'm thinking of branding and marketing since they won't let me make no money online. So shit, nigga. So my first major move was I started telling black people to just send me their clothes. Man, just send me your clothes. Home, I ain't charging nobody for nothing. Man, just send it. So for a whole year, I just wore people clothes for free. But I would lie at times and say people was paying me to do it. But I'm wearing something different every day. And so as I'm lying, saying, man, people paying me to do this, then people started saying, man, how much? Then people started paying. I had people with dentist offices start, man, hey man, post this. So I learned to get the money from just using the platform, not necessarily get money off the platform. And so, man, I'm glad they did that. Homie was kicking me off and shadow banning me, because what happened by them doing that, they unintentionally helped me create a base and a following that every time they delete me, nigga, I got a new Instagram page. It ain't even been up 40, 60 days. Niggas already at what, 80,000. It ain't even been 2 months. My YouTube channel grow probably 20,000 a month. Yeah, man. So they helped me create this kind of following. They gave people this kind of addiction because they made it hard for the real Charleston to be said. Yeah.
All right. Since you're a youth advocate and you would like to see life abolished, how do you feel about them giving Tay K, being that he was 15 or 16 years old, 99 years?
At first, I used to say they need to get a little nigga life, but I was just speaking from ignorance. And I was, it was the character, right? That kid never had a chance at life, man. When I saw that little nigga post the other day, I conquered these 4 walls. I know what he mean. Yeah, I was a 14-year-old little nigga, homie, playing gangster, and had to go do 9 months, 23-hour lockdown. 9 months, 23-hour lockdown, nigga, 15 years old. My partner Scrub, he hung himself. He killed himself in them cell. And they used to put me in that same cell. Nigga, I conquered them walls too. At first, I started counting the bricks. Wow. Then I created me an imaginary girlfriend that I walked around in the cell with and pretend we was at the park. Some days I put my arm around like I'm walking and practicing my conversation. I weep for that kid, homie. Because when you get his whole story, man, he never had a chance. He never had a chance. And so that's where mitigation specialists come in. People who come in who partner with the criminal defense team and present mitigating factors to the courts and to a jury to help them understand why these kids should be given a second chance at life. If anybody deserves a second chance, homie, it's that kid. When you think about his home life prior to committing these crimes, that kid was running away from abuse. We don't have to name the abuse, but just know, man, that kid was running away from abuse. And he was acting out of hurt and pain on top of the undeveloped brain. So now we're starting to see this kid go through the process of brain development. Now he's starting him himself starting to say, man, I really wasn't even in there. What the fuck I'm doing with all this time? The brain is logically starting to make sense, starting to rationally process this because it's reaching the point of development. But nah, homie, he don't deserve all that time. I've reached out to his sister. I've reached out to his family. I've reached out with attorney Mitch Notes out of Collin County, which is one of the best capital murder defense attorneys in Texas. I also reached out to Shannon Ross from the Shannon Ross mitigation firm to try to assist in aiding in him in his appeal process and trying to get his time reduced.
Okay, this is the last one. Before we get out of here, give a message to the at-risk youth.
Man, whatever has happened to you is not your fault. I'm gonna say that again. Whatever has happened to you in life, it's not your fault. And what I mean by that, man, none of us was asked to be here on earth. None of us asked to come. We were just born into situations and circumstances and environments that we have no control over. And in those environments and in those families and in those homes, some things have happened, good or bad. No matter what it was, it's not your fault. What you're responsible for is, for one, forgiving your mother and father for whatever you believe they did or didn't do. That's the starting point. Whoever you think done hurt you, whoever you think done wrong to you, your starting point is forgiving them. You're not forgiving them to free them from the wrong. You forgiving you to free yourself to be healed. So once you learn right from wrong, man, everything from that point on is on you. Everything else from that point on is on you, man. Some of y'all got to go through what you got to go through, nigga, to get to where I'm at right here. That's the starting line to redemption. Don't fight the process. The people that you're going to meet along the process, don't look for all of them to be black to help you, nigga, because God is going to use people who don't look like you, nigga, to open doors for you and point in direction that most black people won't even know the point in. So, nigga, pay attention and try to understand who real and what's real. And you'll be all right. I promise.
There y'all have it. I'm Terrence Gangster Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity. Wah.
See, I used to always wonder why BG did that, man. I see why he got it. And that's my nigga, too. Why?